Nigel Farage. Well, I mean, I don't even know why I'm laughing, because if you didn't laugh, you'd cry, wouldn't you? As far as Nigel's concerned. So he's another one. So so what did Nigel do? So he got a donation of £5 million. I don't think, well, there's a few things. I think Nigel is totally in the pocket of the Russians. Personally, I think Nigel Farage, he's been put there to destabilise the UK because he's making a really good job of it. Anyway, he got this £5 million donation, didn't he? Supposed to be for his personal security. He says he didn't report it. He says nothing to do with anybody. It's a personal gift. I wish someone would give me a personal gift of £5 million for personal security. Because he says there's nothing to do with politics. Nothing to do with politics. So he was the MP for Clacton. Well, he still is. Well, he was. No, because so he's not. So let's get I have to get this straight in my head. He is the MP for Clacton. He is an MP, but he stepped down, and then he's putting himself up again. What? So the reason he stepped down as MP for Clacton is because that will stop the investigation, because he's not an MP anymore for a little while. He's not an MP, but he's going to put himself forward again to be MP for Clacton again. Honestly, I was just sat there like, what? A person just becoming Prime Minister just because he feels like it. And then we've got this ending again for exactly the same seat. So what about that? Anyway, but the goodness, now let me find this photo. I've got to put this photo up. Is none of the other parties are going along with it. So they will not stand against. So the only person, listen, Moonbeam, you could wear a moon and let's have a look at this. Oh, you couldn't make it up, could you? So we're going to become the laughing stock of the world again. So do you know what? Under Keir Starmer, we were getting back our reputation for being respectable, for being, a country to be taken seriously. We were getting back up there. After all the thing of Boris Johnson, all the crap that's gone on in Britain. How many prime ministers have we had? And most of them weren't elected. Now we're back to it again. We've got Andy Burnham just walking in, kicking Keir Starmer out. And now we've got this dickhead resigning his seat, standing up again for it. So the other parties have said they're not going to stand against him, and the only person who's standing against him is Count Binface. I hope he wins. Oh my God, do you know what? I will go out and buy a bottle of champagne that day. If Count Binface defeats this idiot, I will be so happy. Because what will happen is, I hope anyway, is that all the other parties will be telling their voters, go and vote for Count Binface. Yeah, Moonbeam, you should be Count Moonbeam. Maybe you could do a pact with Count Binface and, oh dear me. Do you know what I mean? So imagine the outside world looking at this again. You know, we're just building our reputation back. And I tell you, see it more when you live outside the UK. You see the way people treat me as a British person. You know, we used to be popular in Spain. Now everybody hates us. That all started with Brexit because they couldn't believe why did we want to leave. Why did we want to leave Europe? They took it as a personal slight in Spain. People don't realise how we look to other people, to other countries. Maybe they don't care, but it's not as if like it wouldn't matter what we look like to other countries if everyone was okay. You know, if British people were having a great life and everything was great, wouldn't matter what other countries thought of them, would it? But they're not. You know, there's no benefits of Brexit. Nobody ever. I am always asking people, "What? Give me one benefit of Brexit." There is none. The only people who benefited from Brexit are rich people. There's another load of gaslighting. You know, the UK, the people of the UK have been gaslit completely. You know, yeah. So the word is that many are supporting Binface. I definitely think that what will happen is the Labour Party, the Lib Dems, the Conservative Party, they will all be telling their supporters vote for Count Binface because it'd just be so good if Count Binface wins. Sorry, just looking at that. Can you believe that this photo? just This is what's happening in UK politics. That's just if I didn't laugh, I would cry. Oh my God, this is what Britain's been reduced to by people like Ferrari-driven little shits. They're not interested in the British people, what's best for them. Count Binface is more interested in what's best for the British people. I can't wait to see what his policies are. So one thing apparently Count Binface has come out and said is, if the water companies want to convince us that that the water in Britain is safe, like lakes and the sea and everything, then they should prove it by getting in the water and swimming. Of course, no one's going to take him up on that. But he's right. If they're going to say to people, oh, yeah, the rivers are safe to swim in, despite all the sewage that we're putting into it, they say, right, you go and swim in it then. You swim in it first. You lead, I'll follow. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Just crazy, isn't it? But, yeah, so I'm rooting for Count Binface. Who is, that's a good point, Heather, who is Count Binface? I think he's called John or something. I mean, he won't be able to believe it because he was probably never expecting to actually get anywhere. You know, he's like protesting, I suppose. So he's Jonathan David Harvey, a British satirical scriptwriter and participates in elections as the novelty candidate Count Binface. Oh, I'm gonna do a video about him. I won't. I'm running out of time now, but yeah. He was educated at the University of Oxford. Yeah, I'm going to do a video about Count Binface. So, all we know at the moment is his name is Jonathan David Harvey. But I'm going to look into it. God, please let him win. Please, please, please let him win. I'll be praying for Count Binface to win, that's for sure.